Well, as you may know by now, we are cheapskates.
So, fellas, coming in at number 3, let me tell you how you can save a few bucks on date night.
Let me tell
You'd
you
probably
guys a true story about Mr. Forhats. This is a good one. You notice he said, why would I pay for ice if I have my own ice at home?
True.
So here's, I'm not picking on Ethan. I'm actually with Ethan. But one time this happened. We went to Andy's and we were on a date and it like felt very like fancy, prim and proper. And I was like, oh, look, we're on a date. And he's spending money on me. And I don't need money spent on me, by the way, because again, I'm a fellow cheapskate, but this is just funny. So we get to Andy's and Ethan pulls out of nowhere this blender that he had blended his own blackberries. And then he just ordered frozen custard from Andy's plain, which is cheaper than if you order it with blackberries. So he's like screwing off the lid of the blender and like making his own blackberry custard.
I did
while sitting at the drive-thru at Andy's. And I'm like, you know what? You're a one-upper and you just one up to me. I mean, I've never done anything that cheap in my whole life. Actually, yes, I have. I rented my wedding dress. My mother was highly offended, but I rented my wedding dress. So maybe I do win the cake after all. But that is a true story.
That is a true story, and I would do it again because here's the deal: we get a lot of blackberries for a pretty good price. I buy a lot of them. We usually have extra at home, and if they're getting close to going bad, and I think the kids aren't going to eat them, then I will absolutely take those with me on the road, and pour them on my vanilla custard. And save myself $3 right there.
I love it. I do.
That's true.
All right.
I've only done that once though. I brought it home before and you had my own blackberries.
Yeah.
I've only done it once.
What made that even more funny is that we were on a date.
Yeah.
That was really the icing on the cake for me. I'm like, this is a date. You're supposed to pretend like it's a date.
Well, you're lucky I didn't take hot fudge and dump it all over your vanilla custard. I could have done that,
right.
but because it
Moving
was a date.
on with your life, go ahead to the next.
Because it was a date, I allowed you to splurge for the hot fudge.